Hey, hello, awesome tribe. Today we have a very special video. Last week I was invited for an interview, Instagram live interview, by a very popular and successful South Indian actress, Hita Chandrasekhar, and she is very successful in Kannada film industry. And most importantly, she is a believer of law of attraction, follower of law of attraction. She is a manifester. She is a very inspiring person, full of positivity, full of energy, and she has been sharing a lot of positive and inspiration on her Instagram to more than 100,000 followers. And she has been following our channel, and she has invited me for this interview, and we talked for an hour about law of attraction, manifestation, and she asked me all kind of questions relevant to law of attraction. And this is a super magical interview, and I'm sure all of you are going to love it. And here, let's dive into the interview and stay until the end, because you are going to get so much insight about law of attraction and the way I apply in my life that I haven't shared before. So let's jump into the interview. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, Elargunu. I am so happy and grateful to have got the opportunity to have a chat with awesome AJ. I have been following him on YouTube for quite some time. I've seen a lot of his videos, learned a lot from him uh, when it comes to law of attraction and manifestation techniques. So today I'll be having a chat with him about all of that and more. To give you a brief about who AJ is, his name is Ajay Mishra, and he's based out of Delhi. He's a YouTuber, he's a manifester, he's a law of attraction coach. He has his own academy, and he has trained and helped people to achieve their dreams and their desires. I think that itself is a testimony to who he is as a person. I have received a bunch of questions. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೆ ನನ್ನ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ರಾಮಲ್ಲಿ asking if people had anything to ask AJ, and I think I have consolidated now a few questions, keeping all of that in mind. Awesome AJ is here. So I've kept all of that in mind. I've written down a few questions to ask him and talk to him about. Um, Let me not delay it any further. I'm going to be adding awesome AJ. Hello AJ, thank you so much for joining us. I'm extremely happy and excited for this live.
Hello, Hita. Thank you so much. I'm so excited, so happy to join this conversation. And first of all, thank you so much for inviting me for this live session.
Thank you. I mean, I think this is something that I've manifested again, because I've been watching your videos and, I happened to find you on Instagram. I sent you a message, and it was a sudden thought that I got, that because I talk about law of attraction on my social media, and especially on my Instagram, there are a lot of people who follow me because they want to know more about this topic. And I mean, who else could I think, explain it better, or help us understand it better than you? So I'm so happy and very grateful that you agreed to do this.
Super awesome. Totally awesome. And like the way we say it in law of attraction, there are no accidents. The universe is full of magical arrangements. So
Absolutely.
I believe this is a manifestation of yours. At the same time, this is a manifestation for me, for being in this conversation with you. And this is definitely a manifestation of all the amazing, awesome people who are right now joining us in live.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there were a lot of people who sent me messages saying, we're waiting for this session. A lot of your fans and followers have texted me saying, we are following you only because AJ is coming on your page live with you. So I'm really, really thankful that this is happening. So without any further
That's
delay,
so
let's
awesome.
get into
Yeah.
it, AJ.
Yes.
The first thing I want to know is, how did your journey begin with LOA, and how did you start this? How did you get to know about this?
Okay, great. So first of all, before we jump in, a great hello to everyone from Awesome Tribe, all your followers, all my followers, all the amazing people around the globe for joining us in this live session. We are so excited to share some amazing conversations. Now, about my journey, it started back in 2009, especially when I get to know about the law of attraction. Before that, I want to tell you that I come from a small town in Odisha, and mm, I have been a dreamer all through my life. I was kind of that guy who is always optimistic and who keep on thinking about how we can make our life awesome and magical. So early when I read this book, The Alchemist, I always get to know about the universe, right? You must have read the book Alchemist.
Yes.
And then I keep on thinking like how the universe help us. And I had this desire to know. So
Yeah.
I had this search to know like why some people are successful, why some people are happy, why some people are living all the good things, having everything in their life, and why so many other people are struggling. So I had this deepest quest, this desire to know why. And I did my mechanical engineering. I was working in a factory at that point. My life was also not pretty good. Like I was working in a negative environment with all these people. But I had this desire, like, how can I make my life really, really amazing, awesome, magical? And then, like, one fine day, the universe answered me, and I get to know about the law of attraction through the secret. And I was like, oh my God, I got the key.
I know. I know what you mean. I mean, I've been through that, yes.
And I want to tell you one interesting thing. The funny thing is that when I get to know about it, I was like, oh my God, I got the answer. And people around me don't know about it. That is why they are struggling. So I'm going to share it with everyone. But the surprising thing, next day I get to know almost everyone around me was aware about law of attraction except me. And they said, this thing doesn't work. This is just a concept. It is not real like that. But there is a deeper desire within me. A voice said, no, there is something, because I have been in this quest. I have been looking for this answer. And I felt like, no, I got my key to my treasure. Like in The Alchemist, the way the boy went in the adventure and found the treasure. It was like, for me, a moment like that. And then I said, no, whether anybody believe it or not, I'm going to try it. And Hita, I can tell you, for next 4 to 5 years, I applied law of attraction in every single moment in my life. Like I was working in the job, I was doing it.
Beautiful.
I applied everywhere, and the way universe opened doors after doors, like my income went multifold every year. I started earning double, triple. I got new job. I went to different countries. Everything, whatever. It's like everything I was touching turning into gold.
Wow.
So that was my first encounter with law of attraction. And right now, like I keep telling people, like when they ask me, like, AJ, what you have manifested with law of attraction? And I said, my whole life is a living
Everything.
example of law of attraction.
I know. I mean, that is totally relatable to me because I mean, it's exactly. I think what is there in my mind and what I've been through is what you're saying in words, which is great because it's so relatable. But I still want to ask you this: what
Yeah.
has been your greatest manifestation? Like, this is the thing that has been like the best thing that's ever happened to me. What is that one
So,
thing?
so I would say, like, of course, I have manifested many things, jobs, money, materialistic things, everything. But at the same time, I'm a very spiritual person. I connect with God, universe very deeply. So I would say the biggest manifestation is finding my purpose of being this coach, being this life coach, law of attraction coach, being this guy, this awesome AJ, and helping millions of people.
Beautiful.
I getting this divine guidance from the universe and manifesting it, because before that, I want to tell you, for many years I have been keep asking the universe, God, what is my purpose? And I would say this is the biggest manifestation of law of attraction. Like there is nothing bigger than that. Everything else is just a part of it.
That's absolutely wonderful. I mean, kudos and congratulations for manifesting this awesome life and being so awesome.
Thank you so
The next
much.
thing that I want to
Yeah.
ask is for somebody who doesn't know what law of attraction is, they've heard it in passing, they've heard their friends talking about it, but really not ventured into it, but they have the desire to understand it and apply it into their lives.
Yeah.
What would be your advice? And also, how do they start? Like, how can you start applying it from like scratch? And what kind of routine should they follow when they initially begin?
Okay, great. Fantastic. So the first thing about law of attraction, like whenever people get to know about the law of attraction, or they get to know about the secret, they have this question, what is this law of attraction? And even I had the same question in the beginning. So for anyone who is a beginner, the first thing they have to understand is that the universe is all about attraction. There is this universe. We are living in our life. Every moment we are thinking and feeling, and through that we are like a magnet, and we are attracting something into our life. Now, the law of attraction is always working whether we are aware about it or not. Like, for example, gravity is always working, but whether you know it or not, gravity is not stop working for anyone, right? If there is a kid in Africa, in some remote village, who has never been to school, never knew about gravity, but gravity is working, right?
Absolutely.
But for someone, like I'm a mechanical engineer, I've studied gravity so deeply in 9.8, and we have studied so deeply, so we know a lot about, but still the gravity is working for me and that kid, right? Same way, the law of attraction is the system created by, whether we say it universe, God, a system, automated framework that has been created for us so that we can be the creator of our own life. And how this system is working in response to the thoughts vibration we are having, thoughts turn into feelings, feelings turn into action, action turns into our destiny. So this thought part is the beginning. Many people, when they get to know about law of attraction, before that, they are thinking all kind of thoughts unconsciously. The law of attraction is about every attraction starts from the thoughts. So once you start understanding what you are thinking, you can able to refine it, right? Now you are not going to let the law of attraction work in an automated system. You are going to use it actively, consciously in your advantage. So that is the beginning of law of attraction for anyone. I would say this, I sum up, like, for a beginner, what is it? For a beginner, you are like a magnet. You are like a magnet, and you are attracting, and you have a magnetic power, and that power is the law of attraction. Now, you are like a magnet attracting everything into your life. Failure, success, good people, good things, bad things, good experiences, bad experiences, everything. Now, knowing that you are a magnet, you can refine your thoughts and feelings so that you can attract more of the good things, more of the successful things, more of the happy things. So one more example I want to give here, like what understanding the law of attraction and refining our thought pattern, how it works. If you take an example of a electric magnet, when it magnetizes with the magnetic field, it could able to lift 6 times its own weight. But if demagnetized, it cannot able to lift anything. Same is the law of attraction. When you magnetize yourself with the right thought, right feelings, you can able to attract 6 times more success, 6 times more happiness, 6 times more prosperity, 6 times more abundance. And for we as human, we are such powerful magnet, and the law of attraction is so amazing. We can even attract not just 6 times, 600 times, 6,000 times, 6 million times more success, more happiness, more joy.
That's giving me immense joy just listening to it. Also, what kind of routine should they follow, Vijay?
So the first thing, rather than I would say someone who is up, get to know about law of attraction, or a beginner, many people talk about routine, but I would not talk about routine. What I would say, that the first process is start being aware or conscious of what is going inside you, right? About your self-talk. You don't have, because the self-talk or the thoughts are going from morning till evening. The moment you wake up in the morning until you go to bed, it's going around. So what I would say is the most important thing is we have to start being aware about the thoughts that is going inside. Because when I get to know about the law of attraction, that is the first thing I did. Oh my God, what I am thinking, whether I am thinking positive thoughts, negative thoughts, good thoughts, bad thoughts, whether the thoughts I am thinking are aligned with what I want or not. And Hita, I'm sure you have the experience, and I had the experience. I got surprised. I was so surprised that I had so many thoughts which were not aligned with what I desired.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that is the first thing I want everyone to first be conscious. Of course, some people feel like getting mad when you start listening what is going inside you,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that is the real beginning. Mm.
Yeah. Absolutely. Um, so once you start listening to your thoughts and you have these feelings attached to those thoughts, right? But
Yeah.
it is also necessary for us to understand when the negative thought is entering our mind. The more we encourage it, the more negative we'll keep attracting,
Yes.
right? Also, for somebody who is starting off, also people who have been practicing it, I think one of the greatest challenges, manifestors, creators face is resistance.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens without our knowledge. A lot of people, like even during my Q&A, ask me like, why
Yeah.
isn't this happening? I shared your yellow duck experiment, and a lot of people like this. It didn't work for me. Why didn't it
Okay.
work for me? Because I'm
Yeah.
I'm sure because there's resistance, right? Like there's
Yes.
some kind of something that you're holding back, or you're doubting, or you don't believe in it enough, trust it enough that it's not happening. So
Yeah.
how can you overcome this resistance?
Yes. So that's the next thing I was about to say. Like, and it is very much relevant to what you have asked me, the last question.
Yeah.
Like, as a beginner, the first thing I always advise to start testing the law of attraction is something small. That is why I have given that yellow dog experiment on my YouTube. Then yesterday, day before yesterday, I've given this telepathic experiment, right? So, and if anybody who is watching this video or live session, if they are yet to do it, they should do it. They should try
Yeah.
the dog manifestation.
Also, another thing I want to say is, I know I'm just putting it in between the session, but I wanted to say it in the beginning. It kind of it slipped my mind. But every question that people have asked me today, and almost every question that even I want to ask you, I think you have a video for all of it. Like I was going through all your videos, and I'm like, okay, like what more can I ask AJ? He already has all the answers on his YouTube. So if you haven't checked out AJ's YouTube channel, all your questions definitely will be answered. Please do go check out. Here, what we can do is do a quick Q&A, and there's only so much time for him to answer, but he's made like long length videos for every topic. Please do go watch it, and you will definitely be enriched. So yeah, having said that, please do continue,
Yes,
AJ,
yes.
about resistance.
So, thank you so much. And so that is the first thing. Like, one of the best way to witness there is no resistance, or how you can manifest or test the law of attraction, is doing this kind of experiment, manifesting the dog, trying the telepathic experiment. And there are many experiments I have shared on my YouTube channel. Because many a times people, when they get to know about law of attraction, the biggest mistake they do, there are two biggest mistakes which create maximum resistance. First, they just want to apply law of attraction to the biggest challenge they have in their life. Like, if they are jobless for many years, or they are struggling with money, or they are struggling in the relationship, the first thing they want to do is to apply it there. And that is the biggest mistake, because you have a lot of resistance for many years, fears, doubt, negative experience. You just want to throw it in law of attraction into it. And law of attraction is responding to the inner vibration, not what is going outside. So if someone is having that fears, doubts, resistance, they could not able to manifest. So start with something small. Then another mistake many people do, and that is a big reason or big contributor to the resistance, is the moment they get to know about law of attraction, they try to convince other people, prove other people, tell them about law of attraction, it works right, rather than trying it in their own lives. So these two things contribute a lot to the resistances. Now, why resistance comes from? Basically, resistance comes from our past experiences, right? All of us has gone through many kind of challenges in life. Everyone, it doesn't matter from which country we are, which society we are, what kind of religious background we have. All of us goes through some challenges in life.
Yeah.
So from those challenges, or from those kind of beliefs, we form a lot of negative beliefs, fears, doubts, negativity, we hear story from other people. So those forms the resistances. Now, when we get to know about law of attraction, first we have to, that is why I said the first thing we have to do is to start listening what is going inside the head, because that is the first step to remove the resistance. Because unless you know that what you are thinking about your manifestation, how can you remove it? Once you are aware, then you can really ask yourself, is it really true? No. 99% time people accumulate resistance or fears from other people's stories. They read something on the
Absolutely. Yeah,
media.
that's extremely true. Yeah.
They read something on the media, they accepted it as if it has happened to them. They heard a
Yeah.
friend going through a difficult time, they accepted it. They see something on the movie or read a book, they imagine that it is happening to me. You have to dissociate. You have to remember that that is something different. You are something different, right? And you have to really ask yourself what resistances you have. And knowing, finding that resistance is actually the first step to remove it. Hita, I can tell you one of the most important things. You know, many people are not manifesting, or people who are struggling in manifestation, they don't know what resistance they have. Because you know what? They are not listening to what is going inside.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is actually quite an eye opener, because I've struggled with it too. When it comes to, especially like for me, it has been money. Because we've been brought up in a certain kind of environment, in a certain kind of family. They have these beliefs about money, and that is passed on, right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
from our fathers to their fathers, and all of them, like they've passed it on, and you start to believe that is true. So I think I slowly started to kind of detach from that and make my own beliefs, through all these reading about money manifestation and all of that. So yeah, I think I'm getting there still, but I
Yes.
have almost gotten there. So
Fantastic.
have you ever felt off track, AJ? Like you're manifesting, everything's going great, and suddenly something happens. You just feel like, okay, am I on the right track? What is happening? Those kind of questions start coming. Again, this is also related to resistance, but
Yeah.
and have you also gotten back on track, and how you did that? I want to know.
So I would say, like, one thing I want you and everyone to understand is what I have found is that most of the people who are successful or happy or spiritually enlightened or anything in life, they also face challenges. I'm not saying that I don't face challenges, I don't go through failures, I don't hit rock bottom, or I don't hit some
Absolutely.
obstacles. But one thing I never ever doubt. From the day I knew about the law of attraction, I never said one day in my life, never thought one day that this law of attraction, why it's not working, or it doesn't work, or why the universe is not listening to me, or why the universe is not helping me, or why God is not helping me. Not a single day. Does that mean that I haven't failed? Yes, I have failed. And every time I failed, there are times when even I get disappointed because I didn't get, or I put lot of effort, I did everything, but I did not achieve what I wanted. So, but in that point, rather than I blaming the law of attraction or the universe, which many people do, and when they do it, they're never able to come out of it. I ask myself that why I could not able to achieve it. Why I could not able to, or why am I facing the struggle again and again, or why this obstacle is coming again and again? Is there some beliefs that I have been carrying that I'm not yet aware about? I need to change it. Or am I focusing on something wrong which is not aligned with me, with my inner self or the higher self? It happens many a times.
Yeah,
Because,
absolutely.
so I always look within. And when you look within, I can tell you, you must get disappointed or stay frustrated or sad for a while, maybe for an hour, at maximum for a day. Not more than that. Because the next day you know that the universe is working for you, God is working for you, the law of attraction is working for you. You have to only reset the vibration. It's like the example I've given you before. It's like just switch on that electric magnet again and start attracting.
I mean, I have gone through this as well, and
Yeah.
I've also realized that something was not working out for me over a period of time after, like, I've gone through the experience, that something better came along. You know, I attracted
Absolutely.
something much better, and I was going for something that would have completely taken me on a different path, right? Like that also has
Absolutely.
happened to me. It's such a it's mysteriously amazing how the universe works.
True,
Absolutely.
true, true, true.
What would you, I mean, if you have to talk about the power of the subconscious mind and how to train your subconscious mind to believe in this and to manifest and all of it. So if you have to talk about that, what would you say, Ajay?
Yes. So I would say the subconscious mind is an integral part of this law of attraction process. The law of attraction is like the universal framework or the system that is working. But the subconscious mind is it's like the transmitter that is within us.
Yeah,
Right. It's like the telecast is happening and the telecast
antenna.
is happening all over the globe. Yeah, but the signal that you are releasing, the antenna is within you, and that is the subconscious mind. So now if your subconscious mind is having lot of negative beliefs, like the way you have explained, like many of us get all the negative beliefs about, especially about money. Like I had the similar experience. We have struggled with finances all our, like all my childhood. We have gone through a lot of difficulties and I've seen so many things. And one thing I can tell you that there are so amazing people, good people, nice people, but they are not living a good life, at least a comfortable life for themselves or for their family. It's because of the negative beliefs they have accumulated. Something
Yeah,
comes from family, something comes from surroundings, something comes from some one way or another. So
outside
till the
basically.
time we are hold, till the time we are holding to those negative beliefs inside our subconscious mind, we cannot able to break free. So even if we believe in the law of attraction, like you must be getting question where people say, oh, I believe in the law of attraction, but why am I not manifesting?
Yeah, yeah, I've got that a
Right.
lot of times. Even today,
I
like a
got
lot
that
of
a
people have
lot.
said that. Yeah,
So they believe in the law of attraction, but they are not manifesting. Same way, you must be aware, like especially in India, most of the people are quite spiritual and believe in God, right? Some form of God or some way they are
yeah,
connected to God. And you must have seen that they have been doing this puja, arti, everything for years and years and years. But why they are not, their life is not getting better? Because they are knowing that the God is somewhere there. They are believing in God, but they are not believing that that God can guide them to the right path. Their beliefs are negative. So that is why we have to reprogram the subconscious mind. And here I want to share something spiritual. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said one thing to Arjuna, that your mind is the most important thing. It can be your greatest friend or it can be your greatest enemy. It can be the best servant you have if you can master it and control it and use it in the right direction. Or if you let it master you, it can ruin your life. So he said, H God, and that is the, I can say Bhagavad Gita is the first book which is well explained the law of attraction, what we are saying, the law of attraction today.
yeah.
So Lord Krishna said that I am not writing your destiny. You are writing your destiny every moment with your thoughts and feelings that is going inside your mind. And that mind is the subconscious mind. So we
True.
need to reprogram it.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I have read quite a few books. I've watched a lot of YouTubers and law of attraction coaches on YouTube talking about law of attraction. Even in like books like Secret and
Yeah.
the whole series, they always talk about act as if you already have what you desire, right?
Yeah.
Like make it seem like it's already happening. Like always concentrate on the haves and and even when you're affirming, say it like it's already in the present, right? So
Yes.
what are the techniques that we can follow to act as if?
So when we say act achieve, it's like there is a saying you must be heard and you must have heard in many of my videos like you are not attracting what you want, you are attracting what you are. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
It means like, and many people they know the quote, they know the concept, and especially, and this is the best quote on act achieve. Like you attract what you are. So how you can be in that are position, being in that person, act achieve. Now people get confused how to act achieve. I have an amazing video on that. I can
Okay.
share the link later.
I will
And
share the video on the in the description as well of
yeah,
when I save the
fantastic.
live. Yeah.
And before we dive into Act Achieve, there is one more thing I want to say, corresponding to the last question that you have asked,
Mhm.
like how to reprogram the subconscious mind. The best thing is today we are releasing a video 8 p.m. on YouTube. It's all about the reprogramming the subconscious mind.
Wow. See,
Yeah.
I manifested again.
Yes. So now when it's come to uh, Act Achieve is you have to create that belief. You don't have to really show outside other people that you have become that person. But you have to start acting inside your mind first that you have become that person. Like for example, you are a successful actor. So I know that before you become this successful person, you started feeling, you started seeing yourself, you started visualizing yourself that yes, who this is the person I am becoming. And right now, from this place to where you are going, even you start visualizing. So one of the best way to do the Act Achieve is visualize yourself that as you have already been in that state. You are living in that state. You are in that. So in your mind first Act Achieve. And then in your real life, achieve as much as you can. You cannot able to do everything, but
Yeah.
you can do part of it. So it's like, for example, if you want to be a successful person for someone, so you have to achieve is like you have to dress up well, you have to feel more confident. Wherever you go, you talk to people nicely, confidently. Like these are the basic things achieve, right? Then let's suppose someone wants to manifest money, more money. So how do you achieve relevant to money? Then you start respecting money in everything. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how you treat it. Like even if you have smaller amount of money, whether you are receiving or you are giving, you have to start treating it with positivity. Achieve. Achieve. You are a person who has good relationship with money, and then money will start flowing to you.
Absolutely. That's amazing. I think here I'm going to bring in my favorite topic, that is gratitude. Uh,
Fantastic.
so I think acting as if also we start appreciating whatever we have already. I think that is also a big step in manifesting. To thank people, circumstances, materialistic things, situations, relationships. Being thankful for it. I mean, I have realized it to be a key in manifesting and a key in living a good life, in living a happy life, more than everything. What would you want to add to this, AJ?
Yeah, absolutely. Gratitude is like the most powerful process. I would say most powerful tool you can say, technique you can say, way of living you can say, that can do miracles. Like gratitude, that's why I always said gratitude is magic. Gratitude is
Yes.
nothing less than magic.
Yeah.
Because you point out at the most important thing about acting achieve is being grateful. Being grateful as if you have received it,
Yeah.
as if things have come true. And at the same time, being grateful for what are all the things we have. So gratitude, and that's why I keep saying that give gratitude in advance and manifest whatever you want. So that is like
Exactly. Yeah.
the best way to practice gratitude and use gratitude in act achieve mode. Also, I found in my life, and that is the most powerful thing that I live in my life every single day practice is gratitude. And the most important thing I found practicing gratitude is it refines your thought process, it refines your vibration.
Yeah.
Like you can let go of all kind of pain, resentment, jealousy, anger, frustration, everything go away and you start getting into that happy mode, grateful mode, joyful mode,
Absolutely.
blessing mode. You feel so blessed that
Yeah.
that's when everything start coming because that's when
I
you
think it's also not just saying thanks, but feeling it like in
yes
your system fully. I
system
think that
yeah
will elevate your vibrations to another level. And I have been experiencing it, and I do this practice on my Instagram. I did it last year. I'm doing this year. I'm doing it this year also. 100 days of gratitude. Even though my Thanksgiving is not limited to 100 days, I do it as a conscious effort to make also share with people the importance and the how it can change your life. Gratitude.
Yes, absolutely. And I must say, and I must appreciate that because for the first time when I get it into on your profile, that's the first thing I saw. 100 Days Gratitude. That story series is there.
Yeah.
The featured section is there. And that was the best thing because, like you said, you are practicing it 365 days.
Yeah.
Just looking at you, just looking at your post, I knew that this person is living in absolute gratitude and she is having magical vibration.
Thanks.
But at the same time, I'm so happy that you are doing that activity because you have so many people following you. You are an icon. You are an inspiration for so many people. So for you, doing the 100 days of gratitude is not just about you, but inspiring so many people, giving them a reason to start practicing gratitude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? The most interesting thing about the universe I've experienced, when you create this inspiration, there may be thousands and millions of people who never come back and tell you that how gratitude has changed their life, but their gratitude inspiration comes from you, then a percentage of that vibration comes back to you.
I'm glad. I mean, if I've helped anybody and if anybody has been inspired by me, I mean that is probably the least I could do. And I wanted to, like, when I started being active on Instagram, and
Yeah.
I wanted to add value to whoever follows me, and I wanted to make a little bit of difference instead of just posting pictures of me in different poses and all of that. Like that I do anyway, but along with what I do professionally, I wanted to add value to whoever spends, like, if they're spending 5 minutes on my profile, something they have to take away from it. So that is another intention that I had behind doing this. Otherwise, I do practice gratitude every day, all day, every day, actually.
Yes.
Um,
And I
So,
must
yeah.
say, before we dive in, I must say that is an amazing thing that you have said. Like you sharing that feeling of gratitude and that positivity so that someone should take some positivity or inspiration. I must say that is the most important thing because when you are an icon or when you are an inspiration and lakhs of people connected to you, they are following you, you have that power. And that is I always feel that if the universe has chosen you to reach this level and the universe is choosing you to take it to higher and higher and higher level, then universe has given you this energy to also connect and share that
Super
light with people who are going through maybe some kind of darkness, right? So that's the best thing. So amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, Vijay. I'm really, really happy and very grateful for your words of encouragement. One more thing that a lot of people today, when I put out the question answer thing, they asked me was how to let go. We
Okay.
tend to obsess over things that we want. We are always thinking about it. We are like, why isn't it happening? Why isn't it happening? That again is a form of resistance. That again means that we are doubting the process. All of that is, we know it, but how to just let go?
Yes. This is the most important question in law of attraction. And I must tell you, when I
I
started
know you have a
coaching
video
people,
for this as well.
yes, I have almost 5 videos on this
Yeah.
over the years. 5 videos, tons of articles on my website, awesomevijay.com on this. Because when I start teaching law of attraction to people, almost 7-8 years back, this is the most common thing. Every time people come up with how to let go. Because, and I must tell you, this is the most misunderstood concept in law of attraction. Because there are many coaches, many other people who said, just let go. Just let go and it will come through. And many people get confused, how can I let go? I said, when we say let go, or let go in especially in law of attraction means not letting go of your desire, not letting go of your manifestation. Let go means letting go of your fears, doubts, negativities, resistances, all kind of blockages.
Wow. That is
Not
such a new
letting go.
perspective. Yeah.
Not letting go of the desire. Because imagine if you really want to achieve something, how can you forget the desire? How can you forget the manifestation? It's
Yeah.
impossible. So many people, many coaches, they have been saying this just like they read somewhere and some books and they said, okay, let go. And people are confused. Like, for example, if you want to be rich, how can you stop thinking about being rich? Or if you want to be a successful actor or singer or a business person, or if you want to clear an exam, or if you want to heal your body, for example, let's suppose someone going through health issues and they want to heal his or her body. So how can they stop thinking about being fit or being healthy or being rich? So all of a sudden when somebody says let go, they get confused.
Yeah,
And
because
especially,
that will create more and more resistance. Like, how can I let go? You start thinking about it obsessively.
then you start fighting with yourself that, oh, I don't have to think about my desire, I don't have to think about my desire, and that become another block, subconscious
Yeah,
block.
it's counterproductive to be.
Yes. So I said, when you have to let go means, first thing, if you have resistance, then you have to let go of the resistance. That is why you have to first find out, like, what are the blocks you have? Either you are doubting the law of attraction, or you are doubting the universe, or you are doubting yourself. Like, for example, let's suppose someone wants to be successful, but they don't believe in himself or herself. They don't believe that I have the talent and skill, or I can acquire the talent and skill. They don't believe that they can be successful. That is a block that has to be let go. If someone is living in poverty and they want to live an abundant life, so they're thinking or asking that from where the money is going to come, or only the rich people who do bad things become rich, and all these kind of beliefs, those are the blocks that they have to let go, not the idea of becoming abundant.
Yeah.
So that is the key. Let go means, again, I want to tell for everyone, let go doesn't mean let go of your manifestation or goals or desires or dreams. Let go means letting go of the fears, doubts, resistance, all the blockages that you have. And you will manifest so happily, joyfully that you will get surprised.
That's amazing. A lot of people in the comment section are asking, do you think COVID-19 is a manifestation? I believe that it's a mass manifestation of humanity. What do you have to say about it, AJ?
So in my understanding, I don't say it is a mass manifestation or kind of manifestation of a large number of people, but I have been studying kind of the cycle of the way the cycle of Earth is going, our planet is, and many people say like we are destroying the planet and that is why it's happening and all. But if you see the history, in every 100 years or in every 200, 300 years, something happens. Like, it's kind of a reset button. I would say, rather than manifestation as a negative thing, as a negative manifestation, I would say it is kind of a reset button for all of us. Like, sometimes
Beginning.
a new beginning. So everyone should look inside and ask that why it's happening, how we can connect, how we can do it in a better way, how we can be more grateful, how we can refine our way of living, how we can think more positively. Like, during the COVID time, I have made several videos and I gave this idea to many people, like, this is an opportunity for us to spend better time with our family members. We were in a rush, always in a rush. But now we have the time. We are forced to spend the time with the family members. It means this is an opportunity to heal all kind of relationships. This is a time to meditate. This is a time to look inside. So, like I said, for me, everything, I look it as an opportunity to become a better person, to refine our energy, to push a reset button, as an opportunity to be a better human.
I'm currently reading a book called Think and Grow Rich.
Yes. One of my
So,
favorite book.
yeah, that was written during the time of depression,
Yes.
the Great Depression, and it is so relatable to the COVID times. It's pretty much the same. That's exactly even the thought that I had, that this keeps happening every few years in human history. Like, every time there's a low, there it will have to rise. Like, every time something goes down, it will go up. All of this keeps happening, but what we take out of it, what we understand, and the kind of productivity we bring out of it is how I think our individual lives will move forward.
Yes, absolutely.
Having spoken about COVID, a lot of people were asking. I have asked AJ that, and he's beautifully answered. Another thing that a very interesting question I got today was how to overcome a personal loss. Say
Okay.
somebody who a loved one has passed away, or we've lost a job that we'd worked very hard in something, because of the COVID times, a lot of people are losing their jobs.
Yes.
They're running out of money. They're
Hmm.
struggling to make ends meet. All of this.
Yeah.
So personal loss. When it comes to personal loss, how to overcome and how to get back on track.
Okay. So I would reply it in two part. One is when it's come to all the external thing like losing job or losing money or something like this. When we have everything, we have worked on that. So losing job or losing money or something you have worked for, like many of the businesses gets shut down because of all the way everything has turned out, right? So one thing is, I must say, if it in this time, anyone who is alive, anyone who is through this COVID time alive is a winner. Even if some people have lost their job, money, businesses, everything, everyone who is going out of this COVID time alive and healthy is a winner. So,
Yeah.
because if we are alive and healthy and we know that, okay, bad times are there, but like I said, every bad times gives us an opportunity to look inside and find a lot of strength. And that is the beauty of being a human. The best gift of being a human is we have the power to overcome any kind of challenges. We have the power to keep evolving as a better person mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So, nothing is ending, no one is losing until everything is over. So, everyone has
You're
an
alive. Be
opportunity.
grateful for that. Yeah.
Yeah, be grateful for that, work on it, look inside, meditate, refine yourself, get into better healthy habits, refine. If someone is losing their job or shutting down their businesses, they have to rethink like why it happened. They have to either they want to choose a new career, get into a new path, start a new businesses. And I know many people, I know people who have changed their jobs during recession times and with double the salary. I was one of that person. Usually in the recession time, I always changed my job and I got double the salary. And my friends
Wow.
were getting surprised. And I must say, it's all about the belief that we put it out there in the universe and the way we focus on that. So I must say, there can be challenges, but it's not the end. Everyone should look forward how they can take it as a learning opportunity, as an opportunity to become better, because the success, happiness, and abundance, all those things are waiting out there for all of us.
Yeah.
Now
Absolutely.
coming to the yeah. Now coming to the other part where we have this personal loss, especially when we lose someone who is close to us. This is more of a spiritual thing. We need to understand that, especially death is something our soul. It's kind of a spiritual thing where the soul decide it's time to leave this body. So we feel sad or we feel negative or we feel we go through all that grief. Definitely, if someone close to us is dead, we feel grief. But it's because of our attachment and the way we have been with them. But at the same time, we need to understand that their soul has chosen an onward transition. So we have to respect that. When we understand that, we become a lot more peaceful.
Yeah.
Lot more peaceful. That is why I always feel that whenever somebody leave their body, it's the choice of their soul. It's the decision of their soul to transition to a new level, new dimension, or maybe a new life. So let's respect this. Let's pray for them for their smooth transition forward.
Yeah. Thank you for that, AJ. I'd also like to add that there's a beautiful book that I read. It's called Many Lives, Many Masters.
Dr. Branwis.
Yes, and it is one of my favorite books, and it has
Yeah.
really helped me understand how, death is not actually the death. It's
Yes.
not the end of everything. There is there can be life beyond it, and there's a reason for everything. So for people who are interested to know about this, or are struggling with coping with a loss of a loved one, I think it's a great book to read. It will make you understand a lot of things spiritually.
Yes, I have
Um,
read all the books of Dr. Branwis, and they are like Healing Through Time, Many Master, Many Lives, and so many books are there, and those are really amazing and
yeah.
kind of spiritually enlightening book to understand beyond death and
Absolutely.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that has been one of my favorite experiences reading the book, because I just couldn't keep it down. I mean, I kept wanting to know more of
Yes.
what he had to say. Um, Also, I think you've already answered this advice to keep positive during COVID times. I think you've already covered that in whatever you've spoken, AJ. I think 45 minutes are up. It's time for us to wrap up this
Yeah. So
chat.
I would say, just to in response to that question, I have made several videos on this, how to stay positive during COVID time. But I would say, just quickly, if I just add one or two
Yeah,
points, it's
please,
like
please, please, please.
I would highly recommend everyone to meditate and build focus on building better relationship with, especially with their loved ones, especially in the family member or with whomever they are working or living together. Then do some physical activities like maybe yoga, maybe just doing something, stretching or something to keep the physical body active. Because one of the thing is at this point is the immunity level. That is the
Yeah.
most important thing. And I have made a guided meditation for strengthening the immunity. So anybody want to do meditation, guided meditation, they can check our YouTube and they can use that video. When this COVID started and the lockdown happened in the month of, I guess, March, right? First
March.
in,
Yeah.
so even we offered a 21 days free program during that time to all the people. Stay positive, stay strong. And that there we are guiding people to stay positive and strong, how to be in this process. So they can check my website and they can go through a lot of resources as well. But
Okay. I shall
meditation, yoga, something.
I shall save the live and leave all the details of your website and your YouTube
Yeah.
channel, and even the YouTube, even the video that you spoke about. I will
Yes.
leave all the links in my description so people can have a look at it. Uh, Somebody has asked, AJ, what are your book recommendations to understand more about law of attraction? What are the books you've enjoyed reading? And probably if I haven't read it, even I would want to buy it and read it.
So anyone who is new, I would highly recommend, of course, if they haven't read the book Secret, then that's a must for
Yeah.
everyone, or watch the documentary The Secret. And then Think and Grow Rich, you have already mentioned, because that is even much more relevant to this time, this moment, at this point.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Power of Subconscious Mind by Dr. Murphy. So that is one of the best book to understand the subconscious mind and the law of attraction. So
I
I
read
would say
that before Think and Grow Rich. That was my
okay.
previous book. I just finished reading it like last night.
So fantastic. So I would highly recommend anyone to read these three books. If they have read it, then maybe if they haven't read The Alchemist, it's more of kind of a fable to understand more on a story form, the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are the four books I always recommend to anyone to start with. And of course, there are many more books are there. Maybe I can make a video on that. All that
Yes,
books I have on my
please do. I'd love to watch,
bookshelf.
and I'd
Yeah,
love to
yeah,
also read the books that you've read and understand this vast topic as much as I can.
yeah.
Uh,
And
yeah,
and
I think.
I would like to add here that my book is coming very soon. So that is
Wow,
more about the.
congratulations! That is great. That is amazing news.
Thank you so much. So then people can refer to that for the quick manifestation to deeper dive and everything. So once that will be out there, I'll be sharing with you very soon once it will be ready.
That's great. I think we should have another chat, do another live once the book is out.
Yes,
Uh,
absolutely.
we can talk more about the book and everything that it addresses.
Yes.
All right then. So should we wrap up, AJ? I mean,
Yes,
do
we
you have
can.
anything more to add?
So I would first of all, before we wrapping up, I'm so grateful to you for this opportunity, for this conversation. So
So am
extremely,
I. So am I. Absolutely.
it was a joyful experience and it was a magical conversation. And at the same time, I'm immensely grateful to all the people who have been part of this live session. And so thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. You guys are totally awesome. And and I'm so grateful to, at the same time, I'm grateful to the universe, law of attraction for keep connecting more and more people. And I want everyone to just focus, just focus on the inner self, stay positive, keep refining themselves, keep working on themselves. And one last thing I want to add is, like I always said, the law of attraction is the law of you. So anyone who is in this journey of law of attraction, start understanding what is going inside you, and then everything around you will start changing and getting aligned for you. So that's all for today.
Wow, wow, that's great. That's great. Thank you, AJ, for being so awesome and so gracious that you agreed to come live with me and share all of this knowledge that you've gathered. And I'm very, very grateful that this happened. And I'm sure a lot of people who watched, there are almost about, it went up to about 490, the number of viewers. So
Yes.
it's great that we could reach so many people and share all of this with so many people. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you once again, and congratulations and all the very best for your book. I'm really looking forward to reading it and also talking to you again. So saying
Yes.
that, I think I will end the live.
Yes. Thank you so much. And stay motivated, stay awesome.